Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to dig into a really specific part of live sports production. We're looking at the actual piece of gear that makes instant replay possible, the Datavideo RMC-400 replay controller.
Right, and the mission today is to figure out what this thing actually does. Not just the specs, but how an operator uses it in the heat of the moment, how it translates what their hands are doing into commands for the main recording unit, the HDR-10.
And just to be clear, this isn't software. It's a physical box with buttons and sliders.
Exactly, a dedicated control surface built for one job.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The first thing that jumps out at me is capacity. This one unit can control up to 4 HDR-10 recorders at the same time.
Yep, 4 of them simultaneously.
So that's potentially 4 different camera angles you can pull from for a replay.
That's the whole idea. And the way it connects is surprisingly simple. It's just 4 mini USB interfaces on the back.
So this little box is basically the nerve center for the whole operation.
It is. It lets one person capture, edit, and play back from all 4 of those feeds like a very sophisticated remote control.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me, the actual hands-on part. The big play happens, a game-winning goal. What does the operator physically do? What are they reaching for?
They're hitting the dedicated capture button. It's built for pure muscle memory.
And that just grabs the last few seconds.
It flags the action that just happened and dumps it into an internal memory buffer.
A buffer, okay. So it's not saved to a hard drive yet.
Not yet. It's volatile, meaning if you don't do something with it, you could lose it. It's there for immediate use.
And to control that replay, that's where that big T-bar comes in, right? The thing that looks like it's from a soundboard.
Exactly. You slide that T-bar to adjust the replay speed. You can get that really smooth, variable slow motion effect.
And what about finding the exact moment?
That's the jog shuttle wheel right next to it.
Yeah.
That lets you browse through the clip, frame by frame, to get the cut just perfect.
All while a director's probably screaming in their ear.
That's why it has to be tactile and immediate.
Okay, that brings us to the buffer itself. The capacity. If these clips are just sitting in temporary memory, what are the limits? Because a few seconds of HD video is a lot of data.
It is. And this brings up a really important question about the trade-offs you make in a live production. The memory you have is entirely defined by the video resolution.
So what are we talking about numbers-wise?
At the highest quality, so 1080p, you get about 385 frames in that buffer.
385 frames, that's what, a little over 12 seconds?
Yeah, just over 12 seconds.
Wow. That feels terrifyingly short if you're trying to capture a complex play.
It is. And that's the critical trade-off. The engineer has to make a call.
So they can sacrifice quality for more time.
Exactly. If they drop the resolution down to 720p, the capacity jumps way up, and you suddenly have over 1,700 frames to work with.
Ah, so that's the safety net.
That's the safety net. It's a real-time calculation. Do you need the crystal clarity, or do you need the extra seconds to capture the full context?
So when you boil it all down, the RMC-400 is really a translator.
That's a great way to think about it, yeah.
It's taking these physical, split-second human actions, sliding that bar, turning that wheel.
And it's translating them into precise, frame-based commands across multiple video recorders at once.
It's the tool that lets one person manage all that chaos during a live broadcast.
Absolutely. And that, leads me to a final thought for you to think about. Given that you only have those 385 frames, those 12 seconds, in the buffer at high quality, how often does that operator have to recall a clip, edit it, and save it to permanent storage?
So while still watching the live game for the next thing that's about to happen.
Exactly. That constant high-pressure cycle of capture, save, and reset. It really shows you the kind of real-time demand that's placed on these video engineers every single minute of a game.
Yeah.